It finally happened. I received my first copyright takedown request from YouTube from somebody in a multi-level marketing pyramid scheme, and YouTube sided with me. My video stands. What is Make Wellness? If you haven't been following my content, I've made a lot of videos on this thing. You might want to go check out that playlist. Make Wellness is just another one of these multi-level marketing scams. Participants are claiming that these peptides that they're going to sell, little pills that you take, are going to lose your belly fat, give you more energy, calm your mind. Problem is, virtually nobody has even tried these things. There's like a handful of people that got maybe, I don't know, like a week's worth of samples. The real money is in recruiting. Participants are claiming all over Facebook and Instagram that the company has made $6.8 million to $7 million in its first few days. One participant said, my team made $1.25 million worth of sales. Another participant said that there's guaranteed ways to make $500 to $3,000 a month. There are like claims coming out the wazoo with this thing. And it's just really sad to see so many people getting sucked into this. The sales, of course, are not coming from customers. It's just coming from people that are recruited into this. There is in this video too, the one that was at issue here, one of the participants says, we have no product to sell, just literally describing a pyramid scheme. You know, multi-level marketing companies are pyramid schemes anyway, but it takes a little bit of work to get people to understand that the existence of a product doesn't negate the fact that an MLM is a pyramid scheme. So it makes it easier to understand when there is no product and people are saying there are no customers, there's no retail customers, we have no product to sell, we have no retail customers, but sign up, pay $500 for a founder's box that's going to have more boxes of peptides in it. Get in at the beginning so you can build your teams, and on it goes. So that's like a little bit about Make Wellness. And this is what the copyright takedown request is. And just before I start reading this, I just want to also mention that I really do feel compassion for this person who has filed this takedown request against me, because she's just as brainwashed as I was when I was an MLM. I would never have done a shit stunt like this, though. This is pretty pathetic, and it's not the mark of a leader. She's probably up there in the pyramid scheme. I don't really know how high up, but it's really a sad attempt. It's a very piss poor demonstration of leadership in multi-level marketing. It's weak, because what happens is it shows then that you feel threatened. You don't feel strong. You don't have a strong belief around the company, which is a good sign, because maybe she's starting to doubt. Maybe she's starting to actually critically think and being like, wait a second, I'm being used here. I am being conned. So I'd like to see that rage turned against the company and the people who are exploiting her and scamming her and using her to do the same to her downline. That's what I'd like to see, because that's what's actually going on here. So I have compassion for this person, and at the same time, I have boundaries, and I encourage you to as well. I really do hope that she gets out one day. I hope all these people involved in this scam get out and stays out of MLM, and they get the healing that they need. You know, get away from these things. They've spent so much time trying to build these teams. I'm still a part of this Team Impact. I'm like one with these people, you know, like saying that as a joke, but it really pisses me off seeing them work so hard, and they're turning into these people. This is not the best version of them. This is what we all turn into eventually in MLM. Like I said, I never did shit like this. I did a lot of weird shit, but I never did something like this. This is crossing a line, and this behavior needs to be called out. However, I don't go after this person. Let's just leave them alone. This is going to be, they're quite upset enough, and they need to, I just hope that they wake up and they get out. People in their downline, I can just imagine how this downline dynamic, the power dynamic goes there. I can just, with the viciousness and kind of like the tone of like cruelty with the way this participant writes, it gives me, like, as somebody that was in a multi-level marketing pyramid scheme, a really good idea of what the culture is like within this particular downline. I bet people are too terrified to question, to think, to contradict. It's like, when the upline says something, they know all. There's no possible universe that you would know something more than your upline. That's the feeling that I'm getting just from my own experience as well. Let's take a look at this thing. All right, this is what it looks like. Copyright takedown request received for your YouTube video. I got this email this morning and it says, we do not plan to remove your videos at this time. And this is the video that they had an issue with. It's an hour and 48 minutes long. I'm going to link it. It'll be the first link in the description box below. I have a lot of links in the description box below, and it's for people who are waking up from multi-level marketing to encourage them to do their own research. There's a lot of information in there that really helped me. So I'm thinking, well, it might help you too. I've also included links for people to file reports with the FTC, to the Canadian Anti-Fraud Centre, and to Competition Bureau Canada. So that's all in there. But the very first link will be the video that was, such a crime against humanity, apparently. So it has a picture of me with my capybara shirt on, with the capybara on my shoulder. And then this is what it looks like. So this is what the person in Make Wellness, they had to fill out. I'm not going to show like the entire email exchange, like all of the stuff, but I'm just going to show you like the key points here. So it says copyright owner name, holistic housewife, your full legal name, Brooke Craig, your title or job position, private Zoom recordings, and then username. And I'm not going to show the email. All right. And then it showed the URL of allegedly infringing video to be removed. Describe the work allegedly infringed. My video. This is where you have like the complicated, layered, nuanced feelings for people in multi-level marketing, where even the people that behave like such a fucking asshole, like this person has actually gone through multiple stages, interactions with YouTube to try to remove my video from YouTube. They really believe I'm a hater, I'm an enemy of the state. But yet, I see this, it's like my video, that response, those two letters, or those two words, I'm just charmed, because I'm thinking it's like, it shows you how disconnected from reality we are when we're in a multi-level marketing pyramid scheme, that we just think that is sufficient. Like, you should just know this is such a grievous offense, you guys. It's like, this is my video. It's just, and you just think, oh man, just get out of this thing. You're so much better than a Make Wellness scam, All right. Title of video, there's a bunch of private business videos in this, and that this woman did not have permission to share. Source of video from outside YouTube. Type of video, live stream. Where does the content appear? Entire video. All 1 hour and 48 minutes of the video. Okay, so then YouTube, now the exchange goes on where YouTube is asking for more clarification, because it's not enough information for them to make a decision. And this is the responses that you're going to see. So they're asking for more clarifications, and then this is the first response. I am protected by my trademark for all work I do. This particular video takes a private Zoom I did with my trademarked entity, and she is utilizing it to slander, defame me and my business. You can see it throughout the whole video. She has no rights to any of this content. So then again, YouTube says it's not sufficient. Like, we need some more information. And again, now this is the response. So this is the response starts to escalate. And this is what I'm thinking, you should probably just take time off. When there's something that really triggers you, take a fortnight off, 2 weeks. Is it going to be as triggering in 2 weeks' time if you just went right off social media for 2 weeks and then just come back? Sometimes that can be a good way to recalibrate. But when it's like this continual exchange, it's just... This video has got to just be, I wonder how many people in Make Wellness are going to be watching this video. What I'm going to do now that I know it's such a hot button topic, I'm going to post this in my stories, my Instagram stories. Be like, this is the video. And I'll also put like the YouTube copyright claim and all, like, why it's so bad. So I'll create a lot of curiosity around it. So then YouTube says, again, like, we still need some more clarification. So then the response is then, there is no title of my work. It was a private Zoom meeting that she got her hands on, and she is posting. I am protected by my copyright on my own personal content. I don't know what's so hard to understand. This needs to be pointed out. This is like the sunlight, the best, like, sunlight disinfects everything. I'm screwing up that that phrase. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. Can you imagine communicating with YouTube? Can you just imagine communicating with anyone? So you're supposed to be doing this on this like professional level, right? And that's what you say. I don't know what's so hard to understand. But this is multi-level marketing. This is the entitled multi-level marketing. Better than you, the world owes me. I'm actually so much better than everyone else, and also play the victim. That's what it's like. That's, to me, that statement is, I don't know what's so hard to understand. YouTube is asking very clearly what they need, and you're not unable to provide the answer. That's a you problem. That's not a YouTube problem. So can you imagine like trying to like blame YouTube? Oh, I'm get away with blaming my downline. How come it's not working in the real world? It's a very good question. I just thought that statement was so funny. This Zoom information is under my business, which is a trademark business. Nobody should be able to use someone private Zoom messages and recordings to slander anyone. Please take this down or I will get my lawyers involved. This has gone on way too long. Her whole channel is disgusting, slanderous, hateful. Her whole channel. Somebody is not postured around their network marketing business. Somebody is very easily influenced by the opinions of others. Wow, look at that. And so she's threatening YouTube that she's going to get her lawyers involved. This is for Make Wellness. This pyramid scheme hasn't even sold to customers yet, if you can believe it. And this is already the response in these early days. The criticism, the analysis from other anti-MLM content creators is only going to grow, especially now. All right, YouTube again asks for more information. Yes, private Zoom videos are covered under copyright and the meeting host owns the recording. Zoom's terms of service prohibit users from infringing on intellectual property rights, including copyrights. If Zoom determines that a user has repeatedly infringed on someone else's intellectual property rights, they may take action as limiting or terminating the user's access to the service. This is just such a weird response. I'm like, so I infiltrated this team group, which is called Team Impact, and all the information is there for any member of the team to do, and they're encouraged to share this information. Use this information to recruit people. This is an example of an email drip campaign. So this is all under that umbrella. It's just so weird. It's like Zoom. I'm like, I'm using StreamYard. Oh, okay, Zoom is going to, like, now you're talking on behalf of Zoom. Okay. All right, Zoom is going to cancel my contract that I don't have. What? Okay, again, YouTube is asking for some more information. So then the final communication from YouTube was, "Hi, Holistic Housewife. Thank you for your response. We've reviewed it and provided updates below. Request declined. We remain concerned that your removal request isn't valid for the videos listed below. As a result, the content will remain live on YouTube." And I think, bravo to YouTube for standing up for content creators. All this discussion around freedom of speech. So there you go. If you're in Make Wellness and you're starting to realize, oh no, what have I been part of? I feel so embarrassed. I feel so ashamed. You're not alone. I have felt that way too. Like so many of us have. There's this huge anti-MLM movement. A lot of people that have left multi-level marketing companies that are speaking out. Sometimes they're making content. Sometimes they're leaving comments. But we have all felt that. And multi-level marketing companies rely on you feeling ashamed for you not doing anything about it. And doing something about it, could you just be moving on with your life and just not purchasing from a multi-level marketing company again, or just not ever getting sucked into one and recruiting others into it. It could be like that. Or it could be, you do decide to start making content. The thing is that you get to decide. It's important to take accountability for our actions. And that's something that I really respect people who do, is when they just own up to their shit. We all do stuff when we're in MLM, horrible stuff. The problem is when you just double down and you just have no self-awareness and you refuse and you just keep blaming everybody else but yourself. That's when it's you're just digging yourself a hole that it's going to be harder and harder to climb out of. It's just take some time off, reflect, have the courage that you have, like when you are in multi-level marketing. They say the best thing, the magic happens outside of your comfort zone, or the growth happens outside of your comfort zone. I've said this in a lot of videos too, that if there's one thing that MLM participants are good at, it's getting out of our comfort zones. So get out of your comfort zone and get off social media. Ask, why am I so terrified to take my foot off the gas at the end of the month, or take my foot off the gas with my multi-level marketing company? Why is it that I'm so pressured to always show up every single day and be consistent? Because if I miss one single day, I'm going to be behind 3 months. Why the hyperbole? Why does this function as a cult? Because nothing requires you to be this in all the time. Every single day, you need to post at least once a day. You need to do all this. This is all about controlling you, making you so busy that you are too afraid to just turn your computer off and fuck off for 3 days and just eat chocolate, drink some coffee, and watch Netflix and not feel guilty about it. Why all this shame and guilt around doing nothing? You must always be productive. Why? Why do I always have to be productive, what you deem productive, which is being in service to this multi-level marketing cult? Why is that? I encourage you to start asking these questions of yourself. And the answers, they start to come really quick as soon as you unplug. And that's why multi-level marketing companies, these groups, these teams, demand your attendance. They demand your soul. They demand your attention. You need to behave a certain way. You cannot ever unplug, because the fear is then you're totally going to blow your possibility of ever becoming financially free. You just back away from this for a moment. And you're like, this sounds absurd. Or if a friend was telling you about this and it wasn't your company, it was another company that sold some other kind of doo-dong, like a pen lid or something. You're like, oh, that's so stupid. Nobody's even tried this pen lid. They're like, yeah, we'll substitute the pen lid with a peptide. And you're like, okay, you've got a point, but now I'm getting really angry. And then you're going to try to shut down that anger by first looking external. All you are haters, and you don't have the courage to be like, no, I'm going to sit with my emotion. I'm going to own my emotion, and I'm going to sit with it. And I'm going to ask myself, why exactly am I angry? Journal on it. What is it? Not about anybody else's fault, your feelings. What is it? You start backing away from these things, and it's really easy to see through them. They work so hard to keep us in. That's why they have all this activity for us to do all the time. So much busy work, so much content creation, so much reaching out to people or prospecting people, making live videos, attending these trainings. You need to do all this stuff. Why? It's only in these cults. It's not just MLM cults. It's all cults. It's what they do. It's how they keep people in. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching this video. I appreciate all your comments that you leave. I do read them all. Some of them sometimes escape me, and it's kind of odd because I'll go back to a video and I'm like, well, I didn't even see these ones, but I really appreciate you leaving your comments, and they are helping people as they leave multi-level marketing. This is the social proof that we need, the community that's kind of out there when all we see is, you go, girl, you're amazing. Those haters are so stupid. You really showed them. That's all you see when you're an MLM. And when you're starting to, like, maybe you have the courage to look at anti-MLM content, it's surprising to see people, with their comments, their experience, their compassion to people still in MLM, saying it's like, every once in a while you'll see somebody say, it's like, we're here for you when you leave. It's like, well, that doesn't, it's like, it's like the sparks are flying. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. All these people are supposed to hate me. I know there were people that I followed when I was in MLM that I really liked their content. It helped me, but yet they were against multi-level marketing. And that I couldn't reconcile that, because I'm like, I can't ignore what they're saying because this information is true. And so why is it that I need to call them a hater because they don't like MLM? Or I'd have people in MLM, they would tell me, watch out for them. I know you're getting good advice from this person, But watch out, they don't believe in MLM. As if anything else they would say must be, everything else must be discounted because they don't like MLM. Anyway, okay, I've gone on long enough. Big thank you and to all anti-MLM content creators who are making content on YouTube, on Substack, on Instagram, on Facebook, wherever you are. Thank you so much. I'm planning on taking some time off here. I do have another video planned that I want to get out before I take that time off, so I might just get that out tomorrow or the next day. There's, you know, when people send you content and it's like, I want to do justice. I want to do right by them. It was the same way as when I was exiting Mon8 and Rank Makers, and I saw other content creators make content about them and those companies, and it really helped me. So I want to do that for these people. So that should be coming out too. But I wanted to get this one done because this has just happened. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. There's nothing wrong with your mindset. There never was.
There's nothing wrong with your mindset. There never was. There's nothing wrong with your mindset. There never was.
Do you have the belief in what you have regardless of external acceptance or approval?
Do you have the belief in what you have regardless of external acceptance or approval?